These are our thoughts 6 months into traveling the world.
Man, let's get right into it, man. I mean, let's talk about. Can we talk to you guys?
Wait.
You guys like to talk to us, right? They want more of this.
More sit down talks. No. Like, this is just honest, raw feelings and emotions, how we feel about the trip, and like.
It's not all birthday cakes. It's not all Rice Krispie treats.
And kittens.
Twizzlers.
It's not all red pandas and cream buns.
Ooh, I like.
So we really just want to share with you our honest feelings and thoughts about the trip so far after having traveled for 6 months. Obviously, we're not done with the trip yet, and there's so much that we've learned and experiences that we've had, so we thought like we'd do like this little 6-month review so far.
You me go first?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I'll go first.
I'm curious if we have some of the same things, because I have not seen his list and he has not seen mine.
My 6 things. Thing number 1 for me was I never got nervous. Like that feeling you get when you're about to do something crazy or you don't know what's gonna happen, and you kind of get that like, oh shoot, I need to turn around, I can't do this. I never got that moment. Not the night before we left, not a week after we left, not a week before we left. It never happened for me. Thing number 2 for me, all the stuff I felt like I needed at the beginning of the trip, and really from month to month, I realized I don't need. Like, we packed so much stuff on the beginning of the trip, and just thinking back to like the clothes that I had that I can't even remember having on this trip because I've gotten rid of it so long ago. Most of this stuff I didn't really need. And also subbing out variety of clothes, like having 2 or 3 long sleeve shirts, 2 or 3 pants for like baggage weight. I'd take 1 shirt, 1 pair of pants for a lighter bag any day.
Oh, for sure.
Number 3, getting on each other's nerves, I feel like don't really happen for us.
You got on my nerves a couple times.
No. I mean, people get on each other's nerves and like, yeah, like little things happen, but like a million times over, you're the person that I'm supposed to travel with. Like, yeah. There's no better person for me to travel with. And I'm not trying to be sweet, but it is sweet though.
So sweet.
Number 4, I don't think I realized how much time it would take to edit 2 videos a week for everybody. How much time this process takes. And we realized this once she needed her laptop, a second laptop that we need, it's consuming. So I don't think that I was ready for that. Number 5, thought I might be more homesick than I actually am. I think about it from time to time, like occasionally I'll kind of miss something, but I think I actively tell myself not to really think about it or like play certain songs because I know it'll kind of make me sad or whatever. So I just try to stay away from it. As soon as that thought comes in my head, I kind of just like let it go. Because of that, I don't really get homesick. And thing number 6, people are wonderful, man. Like we've had numerous times where this is on your list. This is on your list. Really just like selfless people who like are just trying to help you, man. Every time that this happened, it's felt like God had us walk this out the way to go to this restaurant and ask this person for directions, to meet this other person, to give us what we need to get to where we need to go. And like, it's been money, it's been bus passes, it's been all kinds of stuff from people who we'll never see again, man. Those are my 6. Peace!
So I definitely have a whole list of items here, and I'm going to start with number 1 is that people are far more trustworthy than you think they are. I think when you think about traveling the world, you're like, oh, it's gonna be so dangerous and you're gonna run into all these strange people. And for the most part, collectively, the people that we've interacted with and stayed with at different Airbnbs and like whatever, people have been so kind to us, and that's the vast majority. We've had some really pretty terrible experiences, but the vast majority of a random stranger on the street is going to look out for you. Number 2, our bags weigh way more than they should and way more than I thought they would. When you put a bag on, it's like, yeah, that's heavy. But what you don't think about is all the walking you'll have to do while carrying that bag. So maybe wearing bags equaling 60 pounds is like doable. For me, that's half my weight. but then we walk like a mile, mile and a half with those bags on to and from the train stations to get to our subway stops. That's a problem because every time we travel, traveling day is the worst because I have sore shoulders and bruises, and the next day it's
Tinder
bad.
traps.
Yeah, it's very, very
Tinder.
Number 3 is that every day is not going to be full of adventure. I think people think, okay, well, you're on this world trip, like, what are you doing today? And like, people ask, oh, you went to the museum yesterday. What are you doing today? It's like, we ain't doing nothing. We went to the museum yesterday, so today we chilling.
And tomorrow we're chilling.
Right, maybe we're not just chilling doing nothing. We're usually working from home, and then maybe 2 days from now we'll go back out and we'll like hit up this medieval church, or we'll go check out like the central square or something like that. But every day is not full of adventure. You need time for yourself. You'll wear yourself out and you'll get sick.
And you'll run out of money.
Yeah, real quick. And my number 4 is that taking chances is almost always worth the risk. So we became friends with a girl, and she was a local. We had a hard time with our language barriers, but she was so kind and she wanted to see our place. And that's a bit of a risk because you don't know what this person's intentions are, but we took the risk. We allowed her to come to our house and see our Airbnb. She stayed and talked with us, and that was just like such a cool experience. We danced on a stage in front of all these like locals. Like that's like a risk to me, like stepping outside my comfort zone. But every time we do these little things or challenge ourselves like physically, mentally, it's almost always worth the payoff. Number 5, take the bad with the good. There will be a lot of bad things that happen with the good, not to scare you, but these are real things, just like back home. You know, bad things happen. You know, you have good days, but sprinkled with a lot of bad things will happen, but nothing that you can't, you know, overcome, nothing that you can't manage. So just the same way as when you're traveling the world, a lot of random bad things happen. It's just maybe a little scarier because of things like language issues and you're in a strange foreign place, not knowing your way around. But it's never more than you can manage, and just take it with a grain of salt, and don't let bad experiences ruin your view of a certain place or the people that live there. Number 6, this was big for me and a personal thing for me, is self-reflection. I think is key. Logging your thoughts on different experiences you've had, I think it helps you understand them better and helps you grow, and I think that just makes you a better person. But if you never stop to think about your experiences, I think, you know, you're doing yourself an injustice to having traveled the world and not really sitting down and talking with yourself to see what you've learned. So those are our thoughts 6 months into our trip. Those are just our top thoughts.
Can I sing a song?
Can you sing a song?
Yeah.
Sure.
Last night I saw you standing. Pretty good. 6-star time. Half about traveling.
And just like that, 6 months came and it went.
And here comes 6 more. I don't know how we'll spend.
And I can't wait to spend them with you.
And I don't know just what we'll do.
So baby, just Wait, is this a Michael Jackson song? Or
no, it's Tevin Campbell.
But you didn't start Michael Jackson?
No, that was just me being like, I just mic'd it up.
That was Michael Jackson. I'm like, wait, this is a different song. You pulling one of my moves.